I think at some point we better unlock banking, because then I can actually use my Gilded vaults, which would be pretty good. And I'll be honest, I'm just saving up resources now. I have basically a monopoly over the world's goods. Am I complaining about that? No, I am not. We're just enjoying it. Imhotep means that I can basically pick 3 ancient or classical era wonders, and I get them for free. And Colosseum? The Colosseum. What is going on with my pronunciation today? This gives me a bunch of amenities in my central cities that I stole from Sweden, which is very nice indeed. To actually work out what other 2 ones I want. I mean, the Great Bath is still available. Petra is still available. Terracotta Army. Okay, that's pretty good. Do I have an encampment? Is that something I own? No encampments. I should probably get that soon. Venetian Arsenal, double boat building. I feel like boat building is not going to be a problem for me, but if I can thicken the waters with my boats, make sure that there is very little water left in the seas, it's just English Navy, that would be very cool. Actually, I've created a sort of inadvertent land bridge here. There is something about this that looks a little bit Venetian, don't you think? Like, Venice itself is like a sequence of islands that are very packed in together. Looks really cool. Well, I think it looks really cool. Therefore, it is really cool. That's how it works, right? Pretty much, if there's a resource on the ground that can be replaced with a district, it's getting replaced with a district. And the commercial hub, yeah, sorry about the cattle there, that's gonna have to go. But the extra gold I get from trade routes and the extra culture I get from trade routes, combined with the Elizabethan ability for 3 gold, plus the Kamasi ability of getting 2 culture, 1 gold. I mean, it's just worth it. Yeah, of course, and every time I send a trade route, it just plonks a ton of my religion in that city, which is awesome. Oh, that city actually gives me amenities, doesn't it, from memory? Yeah, the Azure Roses. Lovely. I'm now up to 5,800 gold per turn. I mean, the worrying thing about this game is that I know that can go so much higher. We haven't even begun to see the ridiculousness of this strategy. Look at all these extra lighthouses going down as well, just since I put down my last load. That's my 4th that's been built this turn. Nonsense. There's a mosque as well, which means I can send my Inquisitors out with a little bit more force. Tikal's annoying ability is the fact that it actually has very little space for me to attack from, so I might not be able to take it this turn, but Dr. Bobby's attack, it's just frightening. Do I send a caravel in or another frigate? Let's send a frigate in this turn. We'll keep a caravel just ready to go. Pillage. There's no harm in pillaging the city-state. Why not? We're going to become friends with it later anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, should we have some fun? I think we should have some fun. Casa. Now, 15% production, faith and gold to any city on a different continent with a governor. That's quite fun. You can create some ridiculous trading hubs with that. That's not what I'm excited about. No. 3 governor promotions. Oh yes. And banking finished in the same turn. So the first one, we're going to get ritual. That unlocks the Gilded Vault. We should get a lot more trade routes now. Every city has the capability of getting 2. I've already got 28 cities. We're only on 30 trade routes. Should be fine. Now we have a choice. We can leap down Architect to improve the general ability of my wide empire. So 10% production towards districts and then 15% production if the city is new. That's 25% production on top of all of my Royal Naval Dockyard. That's awesome. Unions as well gives me extra builder charges, 2 production in every city and 50% production towards city center buildings. Power grids later, 4 power in every city and 2 amenities in every city if it's powered. I mean, that's pretty cool. Subsidization, improved luxuries give me 1 extra amenity. There's so much stuff here that is just brilliant. I do like the idea of getting more production towards naval units though, and having +1 movement and sight on all of my boats. There's a lot of stuff here that I want. I can't lie to you. I want it all. Extra gold from merchant as well. 2 gold from international trade routes. Purchasing things with a discount. National treasury. We saw this last time out, right? We used this on the Spain game, and yes, it can give another 1,000 gold per turn. I'm already on 6,000 gold per turn, so let's not lie. It's probably not needed, but we could use it. Pioneer as well. We saw this last time. 2 housing and 2 amenities in every city. Oh, gold rush, food production. Basically what I'm trying to say is I want everything. So how do I get everything? I would like to get Architect finished first because we haven't used this properly yet. So let's try and do this. Extra builder charge in every city and extra production towards districts. That'll start off pretty well and we'll go from there. Let's get printing to try and get Forbidden City. Then we'll get astronomy. And as you can see, as the markets all get put into place, there are the Gilded Vaults. Oh, I don't have a huge amount of them just yet, but I will. Just planning out my next few moves. But I thought maybe this city will have a campus. I'm looking for any city with a campus. I've only got one in my entire empire, I think. Which in itself is quite ridiculous, but I haven't stolen any from the Mayans. I've taken 4 cities from them and not a single campus. Weird. I wanted the astrology boost or the colonialism boost. Housing is going to be a real problem in my capital, actually. A real problem. Maybe the production from the tiles is now, it's not even worth it anymore. I need the housing more, so let's try and focus on that. I think I've actually run out of city-states that I can trade with from my capital. Unbelievably. 2,491 gold. I have built I just realized a commercial hub in this city. That is a recipe for disaster. So let's get loads of spies in this city. I can see this being a problem already. Every time I take a city-state over, every time I get another 5% to my total gold. Watch this, 6,900 gold per turn. I've just taken another 2 city-states over, 7,300. It's just the little boosts, you know? Just the little boosts that do it for me. You know, I can build Torre de Belém in my second city, so I'm going to do that and make 2 trading hubs. I'll have a double capital system here. I think that works well. I want all of my trade routes to go to city-states. Ideally, that's by far the better thing for me. Oh my goodness. I went to buy something and I've run out of gold. I never thought I'd see the day. I run out of gold, everyone. Oh no. I really am building a lot of wonders. Petra, 2 food, 2 gold, 1 production. It's a beautiful wonder. Look at that with the Nazca lines. I know I can't work the Nazca lines, but we can work the other tiles. Wow, that's double Nazca Petra desert tile, and it's still not as good as the boats that I'm putting out. Also, I was going blind. I did just take a campus. It's not next to mountains. It wouldn't have made any difference. But God, I'm sometimes I do worry. I'll look at something directly and be like, nope, not there. Oh, I love settling new cities. I really do. Not Royal Naval Dockyard on normal speed on turn 108 for 8 turns. Yes, please. One of the entertaining bits of this playthrough is trying to remember to rename all of my cities. When you have an idea, you gotta run with it. But yeah, 31 cities in now. It's getting increasingly difficult. Also, what I'm doing is I'm actually taking advantage of these city parks. Now, as improvements, they give maybe 1 culture. They're really, really useless. But if they're on the coast, they provide 1 amenity. It's just if I've got spare builder charges and spare land, it's not a bad thing to have around because it just helps to keep a city happy. I think once we get into natural history, we get water parks around, especially because whereas Mexico City's in the game, which means that water parks and entertainment complexes hit 3 tiles further. I think we should be fine. We should be laughing. Oh, an actual navy. Oh, I mean, look at my navy compared to your navy here. It's not going to go well for you. Polar Wola Bear. It's always risky naming a unit that's taken some damage, but I think in this instance we should be okay because backup is here. Actually, we've got more level 2 units than I realized. RB Hedge, you are here with a beautiful caravel. As are you, Garrett Gowan. Okay, can we take down this Mayan navy? Yeah, we can. Okay, that 3's Polar Wola Bear too. Have a little bit of munchin'. Yummy. But yeah, these cities are falling pretty quickly. Not bad at all. Okay, there is a city that's just inland a bit. Like, how am I supposed to get a city that's not connected to the coast? What's going on here? We're already up to the end of the Renaissance era on admirals. Look at this, the ironclad admiral. Oh, that's very, very tempting just to purchase that one in. But we're going to hold off for a second because there's more city-states to trade with here. Actually, I might just be able to grab that one briefly. Yep, there it is. More trade routes in my capital? Yeah, there you go. Look, the 2 cities are actually working in conjunction now really well. Where did I put my commercial hub? Oh, I put them away from the city centre. That's not very good. Okay, go and protect there. We're really going to need this. If I put an envoy into a CAD, I believe that is the last city-state that I have met that I don't have an envoy with. So as this diplomatic league card, it works so hard in a game. But now I can put Raj in. Extra science, extra culture, extra faith, extra gold, and then another 2 gold to all city-state trade routes. People forget about that last bit. That's kind of the best bit about the whole card. Veterancy is really good. Don't need retinues anymore though. What I do need is press gangs. Oh yes. That is a lovely card. Gothic architecture. I'm actually going to put triangular trade in. Trade confederation. I just want more trade route stuff. Basically all that I want. Just more trade route stuff. Let's have a look at one of these trade routes now. 2 food, 6 production, 79 gold, 2 science, 13 culture, 2 faith. Chinguetti would be kind of the last step here, and then I'd be laughing. There's natural history. Let's get an entertainment, a water park in next to this theatre square. Yes, adjacencies are all we need. And my second city, we are now really going to start throwing trade routes at it. Akkad. Oh, Akkad is good. What are walls? My melee troops just ignore them. As a concept, they acknowledge but don't agree with walls. It's just how we are right now. Now, civilization gains 2 culture for every great person I've ever earned. Now, yeah, this is really good. We're going to start working on that city-state quickly. Construct a preserve. Not going to happen anytime soon, that one. I just realized at some point we went over 10,000 gold per turn. That's, that happened. Oh, we're back down to 9,700 now. Oh dear, so sorry. 1 attack, 2 attacks. I mean, it's nice that you decided to try and put walls up. That I have a lot of respect for, but it's not going to help you in this particular instance because I have a fleet of units just ready to take all of the cities around the ones. Oh yeah, look at that. 2 production in every city, 50% production towards city centre buildings. Oh, it's good. The capital also now has a Ferris wheel and an aquarium. Oh yeah, more science for sea resources. It's a small benefit, but it's a good one. I realize I can bring my heroes back. Ah, yeah, Sinbad time. I didn't have a big enough navy, so Sinbad is definitely needed here. Well, I have 15,000 gold spare again. Oh, by an admiral and an engineer and a merchant. See, what city-state quests have we still got to do? Oh, Corsa. We could probably do that. Do I know what they are? No, I don't know what they are. I can't do that. Fine. More great people. Let's get a scientist. Another scientist. Okay, that'll do for now. Just for 1 turn's worth of gold. Oh, that is a very badly placed hurricane. Sorry, the Great Bath. That's not important here. I literally just spawned in on the middle of my navy. Dr. Bobby, no! RBH. Oh dear, that is unfortunate. Right, I need to save you troops pretty quick. Garrett Gowan, 7 population city. That will help a lot. Taking that, yeah, stabilizes loyalty in the area, which is good. Seeing as El Mirador has just escaped. Oh, this hurricane is an absolute pain, but it's fine. We should be able to ignore it and just take this city quickly again. Thank you. Sinbad can head in this direction. So the Mayans have 2 cities left, not 2 population, 2 cities left. Well, now that I've unlocked astronomy, we're just going to get steam power quickly, and then I'm going to beeline battleships. I'm just going to go all in on navy today. Sometimes life throws you a navy, and you just have to say, of course. Which way is this storm going? Southeast. Oh, it's a gamble. I need to move the troops out somewhere. Southeast. Okay, we're going to go northwest and hope that this is the right direction to go, but I'm slightly worried about this. My first priority with any city-state trade route is pick the one that I am not suzerain of, because then hopefully I become suzerain of it. Step 2 is to pick anything I don't have a trading hub with, because then you can get bigger trade routes that go further, that stretch over more cities. Reveal like that. Perfect. And then they just keep growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Ooh, the hurricane did move, but not in a direction that worries me. Torre de Belém in my second cities. We didn't get it in my capital, but I think I pretty much am going to maximize 2 cities out with trade routes. So I don't think in the long run it's going to matter. One thing I do think is going to matter later game is seasteads. I don't think I've ever been looking forward to the late game tech as much, but the housing in these cities is devastatingly bad. Nationalism for fleets, and then we've just unlocked ironclads as well. So now we go to battleships. Power grids, 4 power in my cities. I want to make sure my carbon output is as low as possible this game. And I think this will basically mean that any city with a big building in is going to become immediately happy. So for instance, my capital Demon Days does have a coal power plant that is working. So once that goes through, that should be good. I've just realized, babe, that this jumped up massively. Is that giving 2 from every single city? Oh, it is. It's giving them to every city. Oh, it counts as if it's got power, not as if it's using the power. Whether it's got power is the big thing. Oh, I like it. Just making sure that all of my units have delicious upgrades. Polar Waller Bear is now a fleet, as is Garrett, RB Hedge, Dr. Bobby. Yeah, we've got a lot of fleets going now, which is just wonderful. And I'm also using Vatican to make sure that I spread my religion to as many cities as possible, just with these great people. Targeted little culture bombs. Or religious bombs, you know what I mean. And I said I was going to avoid making carbon. Well, I'm putting ironclads down, so yeah, that's not gonna to happen. We're going to put a lot of carbon into the world. My cities might be a little cleaner. Let's try and do that. Oh, I'm just playing a risky game with Dr. Bobby here. I'm just trying to get a level instead of healing. I might have to pull you back. Oh, almost experience. Oh, I can get to this city from the coast. Oh, that's good. That's useful. Wondering about that one. Okay, bring our navy through. Watch my culture. Watch my culture. 988. Now I'm getting 2% for every great person I've ever earned. Yes, a full 30%, 300 more culture per turn. It's got to be good. One thing I am doing is watching my gold like a hawk. I know exactly how much gold per turn I should be getting in and how much I end the turn with, so I should be able to tell pretty quickly if anyone has started to spy on me. Not taking it. I'm not allowing anybody to be stealing my precious gold. No, no, no. There's still a lot of things that I want to do, but seeing the 30% from culture, I want to go educator now because I've still got this one. 3 thought. 1% of my empire's culture, faith, gold, and science for each great person I've ever recruited. Yes. Yes, you know it makes sense. Military science boosted, sanitation boosted. Wow, of course, you get 2 inspirations when you take them out. Perfect. Then we've got better rhetoric is Eureka's inspirations. That's awesome. Educated elite. Grants for gold purchasing and faith purchasing on great people. This is going to be great for me. I'm actually fairly happy with this choice. Also, Mogadishu, trader units immune to being plundered. That's actually not a good thing for me. It sounds ridiculous, but I do want my traders to be plundered because I've got so much gold I can replace them really quickly. I'd rather have the envoys from setting the route up with Hours of Minerva than actually having them immune to being pillaged. Saying that though, it's stealing a city-state, so it's quite fun. Garrett's Cowan woke up today and chose violence. Bam! 122 damage. Oh, I shouldn't find this so fun, but I do. Does that make me an evil person? To that I answer, why would you not want to be an evil person? Actually, you know what? I think... Oh no, I got the knight boost. I was actually wondering if I could kill a unit with a knight. Don't even need to. Don't even need to. Off you pop. If there's any Renaissance era great people, I'm just buying them. It's so cheap. I'm excited by this because I did notice that there was seemingly no limit to 3 thought. So if I bought like 100 great people, then in theory I'll get 100%. It sounds amazing. Oh, people are letting me vote. Oh, interesting. No great writers. I disapprove. And I do like immunities. And I have 15 sets of turtle. We're going to vote on turtle and see if that goes through. If that does, that would be hilarious. Nope. Doesn't go through. The AI never lets that one go through. It's totally a multiplayer thing. I mean, that would be ridiculous if it did. We got the great writer vote. Oh, I think we might have shot ourselves in the foot there and actually banned turtles. Never mind. We own every luxury. We kind of own the world right now, so it doesn't matter what we vote on. Well, that's 1 more city taken. That's pretty good. As you can see, our units are now swarming around this last city of the Mayans. We should be able to kill them next turn. We're still getting a lot of infrastructure in, which is good stuff. Mobilization as well. Oh, proper armadas now. Where are you, Dr. Bobby? Come on, let's do some damage with Mulan. Can the muskets take out the Mayans? Please, do it. Do it, you know you want to. Yay! The cycle ends. You did not stand the test of time. And I have a lot of new cities now. What do I do now with my 1,630 culture? Well, pick up some more envoys, we'll get a governor, we'll go ideology, and then I'll go for democracy. Because, you know, trade routes, they may be my specialty this game, I won't lie. The governors pour out now. I'm not really building campuses, but great people, 15% extra. It's a small bonus, but it's a fun one. Well, now we've ended one war, I feel like I need to start another, this time with Rome. They share a border with me. I think that's pretty much the only reason I would ever declare this war. Just because they're there. However, Polar Bear is ready to go. Bam! Dismantling the walls and RB Hedge just following up. Yeah, we should be very quick to make a breakthrough here. And yeah, Rome is in a golden age. That is slightly problematic, but you know, not so problematic when you consider just how many troops I have. I built Forbidden City, which is forbidden, but it was also really handy because now I've got a wildcard policy slot. And if there's anything that I know is that when you go on a huge war game and you go democracy, you need wildcards everywhere you can get. Plus, when you have a wide empire like I do, trust me, it's good to have this many cards. Press gangs is pretty good. Veterancy still paying for itself. Public works is probably not as useful as it used to be fair. Go triangular trade, trade confederation, naval infrastructure, Republican legacy to make sure all my cities are happy. That's tempting. Colonial taxes gives me a little bit of gold, but it's not a huge amount. Yeah, Republican legacy. Let's do it. This should be ecstatic in most cities now. Yep, all but 2. That's pretty cool. There we go. We rescued some trade routes again. Must have been trading with Rome. Oh, these really all routes I can do from my capital? No, I was going to say, like, half of those routes I recognize from other cities. Sometimes you need to just reset your trade routes a little bit because it doesn't necessarily always tell you the truth. Venice gives me +1 gold on trade routes for luxuries at the destination. To be honest, of all of the city-states, probably the smallest bonus, but it's the 5% extra gold I get from every city-state I take over. Up to 20,000 per turn now. This is less of a game in balance and more of a game of just how broken can we get this? I reckon the answer is pretty broken. We have made landfall in Rome. How bad is the situation? Minus, it says 14, minus 11. Actually, that's not bad at all. Plenty of time. Plenty of time to branch out. What's the best troop that I could just install in this city? A cavalry? Quite like cavalry. Yeah, let's do that, I think. So you didn't think that was the only city I was going to target, Rome, did you? Oh, hello. They left a scout in the sea. I've got a new ironclad about to go and take Ravenna and Puteoli and Cumae, all of these cities. No walls. Oh yeah, there was an emergency going on. Oh, which city was that? Oh, this one. Well, I don't feel like I was attacked very much when that was happening. I'll have to take the AI's word that they were actually attacking me there. That's pretty embarrassing. You know, for them, not me. I'm chill. Another great governor. We've got rhetoric, almost at 3 thought now. We need 1 more governor. So we're going to get ideology, then we'll pick up democracy, then it's going to be a little while before we pick up another governor. Oh, no, but I can do the tier 3 government building, can't I? That is good. Okay, we'll do that then. There's always a way. How is it only the medieval era? It's still the medieval era. Patala Palace, 1 diplomacy policy slot. Very good, because we've just got ideology, and normally that comes with a bunch of things that you would want. Plus, that is my 2nd government wonder. I am building the 3rd as well. Refining gives me battleships. Oh, my capital's already pumped a couple out. That's fun. Where was Alhambra? Oh yeah, it's over in this direction. Bam. 3 turns on that one. So we've got a replacement for economic union now. Our commercial hubs are being wrapped up with the harbours. That's lovely to see. And we've got another diplomacy card. Oh, 139 gold. That's pretty good for colonial taxes, but I think I prefer the offices because the loyalty is a little bit more useful. What am I talking about? I'm attacking so fast. Is that really what I need? I don't know. Press gangs is also now useless. Veterancy, let's face it. I know I'm building harbours, but it's probably not my priority right now. Do we upgrade troops instead? No, we'll put force modernization in there now. We'll go for colonial taxes. I keep changing my mind. It's like a typical Ursa game, isn't it? It keeps beelining certain things and then pivoting right at the last minute. That is a battleship. Good. We've now found oil as well. Even more good. Let's go for missile cruisers. As you know, scrap that. Electricity first to get seaports, then we'll get battle cruisers. My capital wants to kick out really big things every turn, and that's a good way of doing that. Well, at the very least, we've now got a lot of battleships available to us, so I will get them all. Oh, brilliant. Every troop. Level up. Upgrade. Enjoy. Time for democracy. Just wait until you see the yields of my 2 big cities. Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of good. So mercantile legacy goes in. I don't even need forced modernization anymore. That's the ridiculous thing. New Deal goes in. Full housing in my big cities. Yep, that's as good as you think it's going to be. And there we go. Colonial officers, we can stick that in now. This is a chunky government. So we're up to 2,000 culture per turn. The capital's now got 22 housing, and we're up to 452 production. This city, 500 production. Oh my lord, it has more. How does it have more? Oh, don't ask. Don't just accept. We've actually run out of city-state routes. Oh my lord, both cities have been maximized. We're going to have to pick a 3rd city now. Oh, where have I put my governors? Educator. I think I actually put that on my own continent, didn't I? Yeah, if I'm going to use Casa, we're going to need to move you at some point. I'll get another governor in a second. Where's my next big city going to be? I think the city of Silent Alarm. Let's do that. It's actually really good because it's got a lot of space. We can put districts everywhere here, and it's on a different continent. So eventually that'll come good. You'll notice that I have about 60,000 gold. That's mainly because I don't know what to do with it all. I've got so much. Oh yeah, this is going to be a big city. I can put loads of neighborhoods in it. Excellent. Well, professional sports. Then I'm going to get capitalism because market economy will actually help improve my trade routes. There's Nelson. Good old Nelson. Oh, I've been looking forward to the point I can do this in my capital. Battleship. Armada. 2 of them in 2 turns. That's what the production's for. Love it. Well, now I've got battleships. Getting to these tricky cities is much easier than it was a few seconds ago. So yeah, this is looking better now already. Military emergency. No, actually, you know what? I'm going to vote against it 1. I really don't mind if this goes through. I'm very content with how things are going. It did go through, but only Rome voted for it. If that's not a slight reservation from the international community that they think they're going to take me on, I don't know what is. That is about as like half-hearted an emergency as you're going to get. Another city down to the south. Totally. We've even got submarines now. We're quite content with the troops that we've got. Look at this. Cumae as well. Pressing in on Rome. Persia up next. Look at all of these beautiful coastal cities. It's like the game wants me to take them. Who am I to complain with such things, eh? I just take the cities that the game wants to give me, and that's fine. And so we begin a new city. Just keep an eye on this right now. We've got 89 production in this city, and there's no trade routes going in. Let's change that up nicely. 70 gold that trade route, and each one of these is 10 production. Oh, 183 production we're up to now. How am I still meeting city-states? It's just not right. I mean, it is right. It's very right because I've just seen one of them. Oh, an Alhambra military policy slot. That just interrupts us slightly. It's fine. Don't worry. I'm okay with that. The first one is one of the modded city-states, which gives me 2 science and 1 scientist point from all universities. Brilliant. And then there's Nan Nadol that gives me 2 culture for every district next to or on coastal lake tiles. Brilliant. Oh, that even we can trade with that. Can we trade with that? Feels like it might be difficult to trade with that one. Nan Nadol. Yeah, we need to continue exploring the poles of the map. They still exist. They're still out there, these city-states. Let's get the envoys. Oh, look at these battleships. They're so good. So much firepower in them. Okay, this could be big. The educator is established. Here is 3 thought. 1% of my empire's total culture, faith, gold, and science for every great person I've ever recruited. So I've currently got 1,000 science, and there are no empire-wide modifiers like percentage modifiers on that. So I think it'll be easier to have a look at this one and see how it goes. If I just do this. Okay, 30% recruited from great people. I think that's limited. I think there is a 30% limit on that, which is probably for the best. But that's so much of every yield. Oh yeah. Okay, that makes me very happy. It really does. There is Cumae, another 10 pop city taken from Rome on the coast. I'm just going to test this just in case I'm getting this wrong, but it does say 30%. Is it just coincidence? No, it is limited. Okay, so unless my great people are actually giving me something, there's no point doing this. But I mean, I do like getting the engineers. It's just extra stuff that I can use. Oh, it's brilliant. Merchants as well, another governor there, toys. Why not? Why just take it? Why not take it all? Economics means that I have stock exchange and I can start making products. Products are going to be very helpful. Speaking of, my capital's got 1. Corporation of Ursa's hard shell, the turtle industry. Now that gives me a product that gives me extra science, which I'll be honest, out of all of them, it's probably the least interesting one for us. I did have one somewhere else that was much better. Jade, here we go. Gold yield. These are the products I want. Okay. We're gonna have to just pump a little bit of gold into this city now. Let's start to do this. Stock exchanges. That's fine. 47 production. It's okay. Could be better though. It could be better. So let's get an industrial zone sorted quickly. And traders. Traders will start appearing in that city. She might be able to get a cheeky double kill here. I can shoot the battleship over there. Excellent. And go attack. Excellent. And then I think this city is close to being killed. So we'll go attack there as well. Perfect. And even better, we can now get this attack in. And I believe this is cavalry. No, I might not stretch that far. No, I'm going to keep my cavalry over here for Rome. How many cities have Rome got left? 4 apparently. Well, I just took 2. So 2 left. Oh, my military ally wants to go to war with Persia as well. Well, go on then. Seeing as you really want to. I, for once, peaceful, pacifistic Ursa, I will go to war this once just for you. I just want you to know how difficult a choice this was for me. It was so against my nature. My lord, I can take another governor. Oh, that's exciting. Trade routes sent to my allies provide 3 culture and science for both cities. I'm assuming allies means city-states? Or does it just mean allies as in like actual allies? Because that would be quite boring if that was the case. Well, there's only one way to find out, so we'll do that. The Renaissance era. It's a lot of fun. So I just went from 1,400 science to 800 because I've now lost my science from my harbour adjacency, which is a bit of a shame. But what I can do now is go reform the coinage, which gives me approximately 0 gold. Totally pointless choice, but I did it anyway. Never mind. Ursa's firm green lumps. Best jade corporation you'll ever see in the world. Well, goodbye Rome. Goodbye Aquilia. That is Rome taken out of the game. And the interesting thing about this is that Rome by far was the culture leader. Well, apart from me, that is. They had about 85 domestic tourists. It's now jumped all the way down to 48, and we only need 11 tourists, and we won the game. And I should get that in 2 turns. Okay, you know what? This is exactly why I put Monopolies mode on this game. I knew the game would be a bit silly. Like, I knew that was going to be the case, and I thought, you know what? Let's just embrace the silly. Let's just have a laugh. I won a military emergency because everyone that was against me is now dead. I feel like that's a terrifying way of winning an emergency, but sure, I guess that makes sense. That's 105 gold from a trade route, and it's more than that as well. 105. Watch this. I'm on 80. If I get my numbers out, 38,027, 38,493. So that was worth almost 500 gold per turn. That trade route, because I've got 170% bonus there. My actual capital has a 60% bonus. There's a lot of bonuses all adding up, but that's pretty nuts. Oh, I just realized I picked up Nanadol as well. 3,200 culture. I think Nanadol was worth about 800 culture per turn. But one more city-state picked up. Excellent stuff. I'm up to 41,300 gold per turn. And now we're taking over Persian cities. Ken, you have to ask yourself every now and then, do I have enough cities? The answer is usually no. No, I don't. Could I possibly be seen in town without that new delightful city of Halicarnassus? Look at that. Maybe even this one of Zranka, which again, I can just charge my ironclads in and take in one go. How many cities is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 in the same turn. And the only reason I'm not taking more cities this turn is because I've just run out of melee troops. I'm making turtle jelly. Oh no, turtle jelly. That doesn't feel very kind. Why would I? What? Can we not just have like pet turtles? Is that not an option? Can we not do that, please? Thank you. Turtle jelly. Honestly, it's horrible. It's harsh. Jade products boat. There we go. 25% more gold in a city. Oh, I mean, this casual city is just like 1,500 gold already. I have just spent about 30,000 gold this term. Whoops, never mind. But there is an economic policy slot because I needed more. It's Big Ben. Huzzah! We like to see it. Is that my 4th and final wonder that increases my government size? I think I've done it, haven't I? I've actually done it. Although we've ended the game far too soon because I didn't actually get the wildcard policy slot from the owls. Yeah, we're not in the industrial area yet. That is hilarious. Oh dear, what are we going to do? What's worth it? I have run out of things to put in my government. I'll put wonder production in. I'm getting a lot of wonders. To be fair, globalization will give us the card that we would need. Look at that. That's going to be extra gold from trade routes. 5 gold from trade routes. Nice. We've taken Sparta and Mashhad. So many trade routes we keep taking. That's the thing that's becoming overwhelming. Just so many trade routes. Like, yeah, well, I know where I'm sending them. Creating my 4th trading hub. Now I'm making turtle hair accessories. Oh, what is going on? Stop it. Pet turtles. That's what I want my country to do. Pet turtles. Nothing more. Well, there you go. A very silly game. A lot of fun. And yes, that's right. The English Empire did win a culture victory because everyone else was dead. Plus, we were the richest. So there you go. Oh, top score. Beat Augustus Caesar. Mwah. Buildings constructed. Can you see where the gold kicked in? So look at this. Cities captured, well over 30. Founded, well over 20. Districts constructed, more than anyone else put together. That was mostly harbours and commercial hubs. Great people earned. That was me buying them because I wanted to see how silly that policy would get. Player culture, quite a bit. Science, also quite a bit. Faith, also quite a bit. Gold, as you can see, the rest of the world did have gold, but it was a bit trivial compared to the amount I had. I had well over 100,000 towards the end of the game. Score, yep, again, I had more score than everyone else put together. Religions founded, mine may have been 5th, but it was certainly the best. Units killed, a lot. Units lost? Oh, 2 units lost that whole game. One of them, I think, was a hero. War declarations received. No. Wars declared. Not very interesting, that. But wonders constructed. Wow, the AI really did not pick up many wonders. It's because I picked up so many of the early game wonders, the AI didn't really get a chance to do anything. Oh, and it was just about to get sillier as well. That's 25% gold in a product. Yep, so now that I've refreshed my capital, we're up to 56,000 gold per turn. What I'm going to do, because it's only turn 129, that's the silly thing. And we've still got a governor spare. Oh, actually, speaking of, let's just double check and see if these trade routes do get boosted. Hang on. No, they don't. No. So it's just trade routes to allies rather than to city-states. That's fine. We had to test it. I'm going to leave this end of game save file in my Discord along with the mod list, along with the actual turn 1 save file as well. So if you want to play this and have a go and maybe continue this game and show me just how ridiculous this gold can get, because there are things I haven't even done yet. There are still city-states that could get spawned in, city-states but I haven't actually befriended. I'm only just beginning to make products. So I've got 5 jade products but I can still make. That's a lot of gold I'm sat on. I'm not trading at all with the AI. It's basically just with city-states. I reckon this game could get very silly. So if you fancy having a play with it, feel free. It's a really good combination of mods. This was never meant to be a balanced game, and I'd like to stress that Bear's Governor Overhaul mod, this thing you see with all the governors, this inherently is not broken. Yes, it does allow for a little bit of wide play compared to regular Civ 6, and yeah, there are more synergies here with certain civs, but broadly speaking, you'll have a fairly balanced game that's fairly easy to sort of blend into what style of play you have. The fact that I added in so many city-states, and so many of them were from The Witcher, and those Witcher city-states are not balanced. That was deliberate. Look at this, Bruges. 5 gold to trade routes passing through or going to the city for every trade route that it goes through. Hang on, if I find a longer route, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 trading posts, 5 including the cities. That's 25 gold per turn that route is being increased by. There are some combinations with the Witcher city-states mods that you know, broke the game a little bit, but that's what I intended to do. I'm really pleased we did. It was a lot of fun. We didn't even get Chinguetti. That's the bit that I'm upset about. And there's actually another city-state somewhere in here that means that trade routes with city-states go up by a straight 7 gold. So there's a couple of ones we didn't even see. So yeah, if you want to sit on this map for a little bit and farm some of the barb camps into new city-states, there are options here that we have not seen. I reckon there are city-states we haven't even found. And 2 quick things before I finish the video. First one, just a little bit of a shilling for it. If you really enjoyed this series, it was so much fun to play. If you could leave the video or the series or the channel a like and subscribe, all that rubbish, it's brilliant. It's really gratefully received. It helps us to defeat the algorithm, which is a beast akin to a hydra, all slimy and necky and grows back and is horrible. But the second and most important thing is, yes, I have been running a theme on my city names. I know that a lot of you have been guessing, a lot of you got it right pretty quickly. I didn't really want to draw attention to it until the grand reveal at the end. I just thought I'd let everybody have a look at it. But what I was doing was I was having fun going through my old album collections, my old Spotify lists, things that I used to listen to growing up as a teenager and then into university years and into my 20s. Now, I've been filming this game over 2 or 3 days, so I'm unsure as to whether or not I remember what all of these albums are and who they actually relate to. So we're just going to go through them more quickly and I'm going to see if I can remember who did what. But if you want an education in Ursa Ryan, how to grow up in the noughties, in the United Kingdom, what to listen to, this is a sort of rubbish playlist that I would strongly advise. So here we go. We've got Gorillas, Muse, that's Keen, then there's Elbow, I think that's The Doves, very good album that one, Killers, of course, that's Monsters and Men, Alt J, Arctic Monkeys, this is Fall Out Boy, that's The Strokes, we've got, oh man, it's totally lost me, I knew there was going to be a few I couldn't remember, Sad Necessary, who was that? It was Milky Chance, that's it, very weird album but very good, Ed Sheeran, Foo Fighters, Lord, that's Ben Howard I believe, Every Kingdom, isn't it? Yeah, Ben Howard, oh really, really good. You could have it so much better. That's Franz Ferdinand. Coldplay, but, you know, early Coldplay when they were still really, really cool. Gnarls Barkley, that's The Heavy. Red Hot Chili Peppers, that's Sia. I seem to have put Gnarls Barkley down twice. I knew this was going to happen. 55. Self-titled. Two Door Cinema Club, that's Mumford and Sons. Oh, Dreaming Out Loud, who is that? One Republic, early One Republic. Again, back when they were awesome. Silent Block Party, Pendulum, Maximo Park. I think that's The Kooks. I might be wrong. That is, oh, Nothing But Thieves. Very good modern band, that one. I think that one is Naughty Boy, and we've got Torches. Oh man, I've totally forgotten this one. Yeah, this is the first one I'm gonna have to look up. I don't remember who this was. Oh, it's Foster the People. Of course it is. Brilliant band. That is Chase and Status. That appears to just be Ravenna. I knew they'd miss one. just randomly there. Panic at the Disco. Bastille. Damien Rice. That one again is, there's a few Roman ones. Florence and the Machine. Stereophonics. Newton Faulkner. Kasabian. Raconteurs, I think, Broken Boy Soldiers. That is, I can never remember how many pilots there are. 21 pilots? 24 pilots? There's a number of pilots on that one. Rag and Bone Man, Enter Shikari, self-titled. Again, self-titled. Glass Animals. We've got Sam Fender. Of course, you've got to have a bit of Taylor Swift in there. And Billie Eilish, I believe. Is that it? That's it. That's everyone. Go doing your homework. Go and listen to it all. Right, I'm going to end this series now. It's gone on far too long. I hope you've enjoyed. See you all in the next video, which I'm off to now. I'm being sucked into the video. Come see me there. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennis, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indignia68. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!